Hey, everybody. Nicole Morris here on today's edition of Permission Granted. So, I jumped on the internet this morning after, just kind of putting around for my day. It's a Sunday, and my computer restarted. So, I got online. My different browsers are loading up, and I see a headline. And the headline says, "Another major airline crashes. What to expect while traveling." Now, I travel quite a bit. And in addition to, just what's going on in the world, there's always just so much news, right? And so many things that, I want to be aware of or I make sure I stay connected to. And so when I click on a link, it's actually about an airline that closed, gosh, probably 6 weeks ago. And I realized, damn it, I was baited. I got online and I'm just minding my business and I see something that says that is something I normally would be connected to. So I want to know about it, right? I have upcoming travel plans and it's fake. I got so irritated. Jump online on social media, pick a platform. What do they have, right? Headlines and things that'll trigger you. So whether it's the latest news on the Carmelo Anthony case in Texas, or whatever is happening with President Trump in the world, or whatever is happening with, racial tension, this or disaster, that. And I just realized, like, I am so sick of being triggered. It reminded me why I wrote the book. It's Not Me, It's You. Take their labels off, because part of the thing that was triggering me a lot of my life leading up to the writing of the book and even after was other people's expectations of me, or the things that they needed from me, and or the things that they wanted from me, all of these things that subconsciously I bought into, and I had to determine if I still believe those things. And so when I got online this morning, just to mind my business, just to live my life, just to work out my business plan, just to do the things that I do, I get online and right away I'm triggered. So I wanted to have a conversation. Conversation about, number one, we are being triggered. And I, for one, am sick of it. And I want to give us all permission to stop taking that bait. And permission starts with awareness. Awareness that is happening. Identification. We are more likely to be triggered when we care. When we care about our community, when we care about our family, when we care about the things going on around us. We're trying to be connected, decent human beings and citizens. It's easy to pull on that emotion, to pull on that thread. One of the channels that pops up all the time into my YouTube feed, and I have to constantly set it aside, is all hell is breaking loose in this and this and this. And then you watch it and you're like, wait, but that's not actually what happened. I am able to be triggered by something like that, or was able to be triggered by something like that, simply because I care about the topic. I don't want damage to be happening in the world. And I certainly don't want damage to be happening to me. So, or let's say this, I don't want damage to be happening to me or anybody I care about, or you, or anybody you care about. I believe that we should all be able to get up and just be happy, be human, live in our drama. Drama's going to happen. Shit's going to happen. Stuff is going to happen, and life is hard enough that we have to navigate on our own without all these other things capitalizing on our fear, capitalizing on our anxiety, capitalizing on our emotion. So let's talk a little bit about it so we can be empowered today to stop taking the bait, at least be conscious of it. Don't give your power over. If you ever jump online and think, like, I'm just going to scroll through really quick, it's kind of mindless or, mind numbing. Let me just kind of come down from something else in the day. And then before you know it, your 3-minute window on Instagram or some other platform has turned into a 20-minute thing. And now you're angry, you're chatting, going back and forth with people, or you're rolling your eyes. Do you know that we are being socially engineered to do that? These algorithms know more about us than probably some of the people that sleep in the same house with us, because they know our habit. They know the things that we want to know about or the things that we've clicked on because it's watching us, right? So they actually have financial incentive to rage bait you or clickbait you. Anxiety, stress, fear travels. It reminds me of a Disney movie from a long time ago that I used to watch with my children when they were younger, where the way they powered the town was by going into the children's rooms and scaring the crap out of them. And they bottled up those children's fears and anxiety, and they used that to power the town until they lived and learned that joy and positivity carried so much more power than the fear. So they learned how to power themselves on something different. That's what I want to encourage us to do today. Learn to power ourselves on something different. Every time we click and engage on something negative, that's an energy exchange. We give it energy, it gives us energy. If you get online and you're fine and you get off and you're no longer fine, even if you're just heavier, even if you're sad, even if you're angry, like you have had a negative energy exchange to your own detriment. Imagine if you had not done that, what positive could you take and apply that same energy to? I want to encourage us to do that today. There is a difference between being informed and being activated. Activated means you're engaging back. Me, and I'm guilty of this, right? So my children actually had they call themselves banning me from one of the social media platforms because prior to the show, I would get on, I would be arguing with people because I'm like, that's not right, and that's not the right opinion to have, or at least I disagree. You can have whatever opinion you have. But it just became this emotional energy exchange that did not add anything to my life. I was able to express and release, but I wasn't able to produce. I wasn't able to turn that into anything tangible, anything that will further my legacy, anything that will further their inheritance, anything that will make me have a definitive positive impact on my community. I wasn't changing minds. I was just expressing myself and giving away my energetic seed. I was just expressing myself, forgive that noise, y'all. I was just expressing myself and giving away my energetic seed and robbing myself of productivity. When you care and you're smart and you know that you can have an exchange with somebody, sometimes it's so easy to believe that we can convince people or influence them to something else. And we can. We actually can, but there's a time to do that, and there's a methodology to do that, and there's a strategy to do that. If I'm going to be doing those outpours, I'm going to do it with intention. And then I think about where else we have these kinds of exchanges, right? You got a family member that knows how to push your buttons. They know how to say just that right thing or not say that right thing or say something in the group chat or the family text that's passive aggressive or it's a sub and you know they talking to you and you going to come right back at them. All negative energy exchanges. That coworker, right? That coworker that doesn't do their part or that takes credit for everybody else's work or that boss or that person in that air quotes leadership position that just takes credit for everybody's work without congratulating the team. They know how to needle you. All of those, that's bait. And you don't have to give that bait the seed of your energy. I want to encourage us all today to just protect yourself, protect your seed, protect your energy. You know when you see something coming at you. You know when it's not going to be something that is positive for you. You know you started having a small exchange with somebody. Started out positive. It's usually a person that you can have a good, what I like to call symbiotic exchange with. Symbiotic meaning they're giving something to you, you're giving something to them. So nobody's leaving depleted, right? And at some point in that conversation, something can change. You all might have both have a strong position about a topic or a strong belief in yourself. And all of a sudden, the energy shift ever so slightly. And then it becomes a weight or an anxiety. It's okay to pause that and stop that conversation. Don't give it your seed. I was just on the phone with a relative and I was talking to him He has more resources than some of the people around him. And there's one person in particular who likes to take advantage of the resources without ever giving anything back. Or this person gives their resources over and this other person just takes, but doesn't give any kind of common consideration for people in the spaces close to them. I have to say, that is not a person that you should be investing your seed into. They're not giving it back. They're just depleting you, and you have to know the difference. It's okay to not take the bait. It's okay to let it pass. And I want you to pay attention to the difference in how you feel between when you take the bait about something that is going to enrage you, increase your stress, give you more anxiety, and when you let it pass, and the difference in how you feel between the two. I want to encourage you to choose the release that will make you feel better, make you feel lighter, not give you something where you stay in a constant state of activation. It's okay to be activated. Activation is necessary. But do we want to give people, places, and things outside of us the power to activate us all the time? Are we going to be perfect in protecting that? Absolutely not. But if we can be conscious about the fact that something or someone else can put a battery in our back and send us down the way, we can take our power back from it. So I just want to encourage you today. Want us to jump on and take a minute. You have permission. You do not have to take that bait. You do not have to let people, places, things manipulate you, play on your emotions. They know you're used to playing a role or a people pleaser, so they want to come in here and make you feel obligated, like you should be doing something for them. Setting those initial boundaries when you're dealing with people, it is uncomfortable because it feels like you're saying no and you're doing a bad thing, especially if you're a people pleaser. But just pay attention to how much lighter you feel when you protect yourself first. When you hop online and you see something that you know is frustrating or infuriating for you, can you let it scroll? Can you scroll past it? Can you find something else that you might want to put your positive energy into? Maybe you want to go read a book. Maybe you want to play a game. Maybe you want to watch a show. Maybe you want to go take a walk. I don't know what it is, but give yourself the opportunity to not engage in that thing and see how much better you feel after that, and start nurturing the things that add positive energy to you. Watch how fast your life production takes off. Watch how fast your gratitude levels increase. Watch how fast your peace game upgrades. Like you have so much peace. You'll have so much more peace in your life. It's so much easier to operate from a place where yourself is centered, where you are centered within yourself, and from a place of peace. When you don't give those things your energy, when you don't take the bait. If you like what you heard today, please make sure to like, subscribe, share. If you haven't ordered a copy of the book, It's Not My Issue, Take the Labels Off. You can get that on Amazon, Books A Million, Barnes & Noble, everywhere else where books are sold. And make sure you jump on labelsbegone.com. We are doing some website updates right now, but join our mailing list, the Ember Suite. We got some exciting things that we're going to be planning for you guys. Until next time, protect yourself, protect your energy, keep your power.